Hello there. My name is Ben Ralston. I'm a yoga teacher, healer, therapist, and what I want to share with you right now is something which for a very long time has been a principle which I live by, and it has helped me a lot. So that if I were to give one piece of advice to anybody, it would be this: keep things simple. Adhere to simplicity as a value, as a principle which you live by. And later on in this video, I'll give you a very practical tip, a very practical tool with which you can really anchor simplicity into your life and begin, if you don't already do it, to live very, very simply, or let's say more and more simply. The reason simplicity is so important is because it is one of the integral aspects of nature herself. You know, when you look around at the natural world, when you look at the world that we live in, which includes our bodies, nature loves simplicity in the same way that water finds its own level and always evens things out in a very simple way, in the same way that nature abhors a vacuum. So too does everything in nature want to be simple. So too is everything in nature inclined towards simplicity. And our own bodies and our own minds are the same. So that when we are in a situation that is complex, it's very stressful. When we're in a situation that is simple, then we're in alignment. We're in alignment with nature, and we're in alignment with our natural selves. And that being said, the world that we live in, the society that we have created, has been designed in a very, very complex way, so that our lives are increasingly complex and complicated and difficult and stressful. So my advice really is to think about this, to think about how you feel about simplicity, to think about how simplicity makes you feel. And if you agree with what I'm saying, then to begin to incorporate as much as possible simplicity as a principle and as a value into your day-to-day life, in all areas of your life, in relationship, in work, at home, with children, with animals. Just really simplify things and keep things simple. So the practical tip, which I said that I would give you earlier, is this: take a sheet of paper, A4 size paper will do, write a line down the middle, and on the left hand side make a list of your values. If you're not quite sure what that means, and I know that I wasn't when I first did this, so if you do know what it means, don't feel patronized by me saying this. I know that there are people like myself before that don't quite fully grasp it. So if you're not quite sure what that means, a list of your values is a list of things and people and ideas and concepts and anything and everything that you value. Anything that is meaningful to you, anything that is of value to you. And on the right hand side of the piece of paper, you write down you write a list of how you spend your time, activities in which you spend your time. So for example, at the top of that list in the right hand column, it might be sleeping. You know, if you spend 8 hours a day sleeping, that might be the thing that you do the most. If you spend 10 hours a day at work, then at the top of the list will probably be working. Sleeping, working, eating, spending time with friends, however you spend your time, make a list. And if possible, put the thing at the top of the list which you spend most time on. Working is probably the thing that most people spend most of their time on. And we're not just talking about activity, but we're talking about investment. How do you invest your time? So you may not be at work for 10 hours a day. You may only be at work for 7 hours a day, but you may spend 3 hours or 4 hours or 6 hours a day of your time thinking or worrying or stressing about your job, about work. So that is also an investment of your mental activity, your time, your energy, and so on. So the list on the right-hand column is a list of things into which you invest yourself. And the list on the left-hand side is a list of your values. When you've done this, you may well be, as I was, surprised by the results. Because at the end of this exercise, you're going to compare. You're going to compare how much time you invest into what you value and how much time you invest into what you invest your time into. And what I have found, I've only ever done this once, a few years ago, and what I found is that the kind of, it's still resonating. The value of just doing that, this one simple exercise a few years ago, is still kind of echoing, resonating through me now and helping me in a very meaningful way now. So that's it. Hope you found this of value. If you did, please share it. You can leave a comment, share your thoughts, really about what simplicity means to you. And see you next time.